Uh-oh, it's broken. Got one coming in on the hook. It's not looking good. It's a Ford Ranger. Yep, got him back, buddy. You're doing good. Ah, we've got a clue. It's been off-road. Backing up, backing up. Poor Ranger's been through some stuff. Look at that. Well, the wheel's on. Missing a nut. Yeah, we're gonna have him back it in right on the lift over there. Set her down, then we can walk away. That's good. Got a 6.0. Yeah, bring him back some more. Keep coming back. Ooh, fender took a hit. All right, man, bring it back some more. Keep coming. Keep coming, keep coming. Keep it coming straight back. Say we're good. Right there, we're good. All right, we got the rack kind of set up under here. We're gonna let the tow truck down now. It's gonna drop it. Yeah, we're good. Come on down. Let's see how it's gonna settle. We're on the lift. We're on the lift, yep. Let's check that other side. Yeah, that's right. We got ourselves like looks like a 99 Ford Ranger XLT. Customer states wheel fell off while driving. And from the looks of things down in there, yeah, it did. There's like, well, it didn't actually fall like all the way off, but it fell off enough where the front end of the car fell down and the tires smashed in the fender and caused some body damage. Not to mention whatever kind of damage is going on down below in the wheel well here. So let's go ahead and get this tire off of the whatever's left inside and bear witness to the destruction and damage that is contained within. But first, I guess we better get our facts right here. Is this thing gonna open? The actuator's actuating, but the door's not unlocking. I have to do this in manual mode. There we go. We're in. All right, let's see. We've got ourselves, yepper, it's a 1999 Ford Ranger. It's a crew cab, XLT, and it's got, looks like 107,742 miles on the odometer. That's really dark, we can't see. We're not gonna start the engine. We're just gonna go ahead and get straight to the suspension inspection and see what we've got to work with here. So stay tuned, because this is gonna be a really, really good video. Opening the hood. Here's our brake rotor. There was our brake rotor. All right, let's get this this wheel off of this thing and see what happened in here. I'm thinking that the bearing exploded, something like that. Why can't I get a hold of these nuts? Get on there. Because my gun is so massive. That's the problem. It's a big old gun. There we go. Oh, drop one, no worries. Oh, it's still falling apart. Right, come here. Whoa. Oh my God. What have you done? All right, let's see what's going on here. So we've got, here's our brake rotor. There was our brake rotor, okay. That's the wheel hub. Looks like pieces of a bearing. It's not okay. Locking hub is junk. There's the basket for some wheel bearings. There used to be, what? Hang on, this doesn't make any sense. Oh, it pulled the threads right out of the caliper bracket. Look at that. That used to be the caliper bracket. Okay. How did that come off? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That shit has not come off there unless it was already loose. The backing plate is junk, and I'm betting that this CV axle is also junk. Yeah, you can see right here the splines on it are all torn up from running into metal. let's wash that off a little bit. Get rid of some of the grease there. That's empty. No! Not working. Yeah, let's try this again with a fresher can. Get rid of all that grease. If these splines are okay, we can save this axle, but they're not. Yeah, that's junk. Ruined. It's been ruined. Okay. So, what other carnage do we have? Let's see. Yeah, what gets me is this caliper. I gotta wonder how that thing came loose, because that's not normal. So, we're on the hook so far for, looks like a CV axle, a hub bearing assembly. Pretty sure the locker on the end of this is okay, so I'll be able to reuse that. That's junk. Is that threads on the end of that? What is this? That's weird. Okay. No matcher. And I don't know if these brakes are any good. The rotor's junk. It's been chewed up. It's not horrible, but not really service worthy either. Okay. Yeah, let me try to get this caliper off of here. Okay, that top one's tight, but not all the way. I need a tool. I'm not gonna be able to do that by hand, that's for sure. Okay, let's turn this guy a little bit. Maybe I can get behind it with a intact here. Get the little one out. Nope, not gonna fit. There. Turn it out with the key. Now can I fit in there? No. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, that's... thread's been pulled on that thing too. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to force it out and figure out where I'm gonna find replacement bolts. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, these things are binding up pretty bad. That bolt's bent. Look at the caliper moving around. See that? Weird. So we're gonna need a bracket, bolts, axle, bearing. Is this gonna come out or I have to torch it off? What is this? Once I get this caliper off, we'll see if that knuckle's any good or not. This knuckle might have been damaged beyond reusability. I hope not, because it's a 20-something-year-old truck. There we go. Yeah, these threads are junk. Yeah, there's broken threads are pulled right out of the bracket. That's not any good. Okay, that's not really reusable. Check that out, look at that thing. Bent sideways, stretched. There's a crack in it. Okay. Oh, can't use that again. That's garbage. All right. Put that over there for now. All right, let's see if I can't get these bolts out of this this wheel hub right here. I think they're kind of tight. Yeah, they are. Hang on. Breaker bar or a jack handle. Holy smokes, those are tight. Who put these on? Troy, did you do this? What? Troy knows this guy. Did you put these bolts on? These things are stupid tight. No. I had to use a breaker bar thing to get them off. Look at that. That's why. You did. I know you did it. That's why the wheel fell off. You did it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He's not like that. Yeah, let's see if I can't get this thing out of the way. There's another bolt down there I can't really get to. Oh, the carnage is horrible on this thing. It's so bad. Well, there's one bolt loose. Here, let's just spin that one out since it's loose. And here, give it back. All right, there's one. Here, I got an idea. The problem is there's just too much going on here. I'm gonna pull this tie rod off. That way this knuckle can move back and forth. And then I can manipulate it some and try to get the rest of those bolts out for this hub bearing here. I think that's probably the best way to do this. There. Okay, so it's got a castle nut down there and looks like a just a cotter pin. Let's get that pin removed. Mirror pin. Bend that guy over. Bend it over some more. Extraction complete. Okay, what do we got? Is that a 19 or a 20 something? Looks like a 21, 22. All right, 22 coming in. On the clickage. There we go. All right, a little bit of hammer time here. We need to get this smashed in backing plate out of here. There we go. Get rid of that. Stick our puller on this tie rod here. Press that guy out. Get in there. There we go. All right, tie rod's loose. Kinda. Stick that out of the way. All right. Now, I think I can get to at least that bolt right there. No, not really. There's this piece of metal in the way. Pry bar. All right, let's get in there with some pry bar. I gotta get this mangled piece of metal out of here. I can't even get my tools on that fastener. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's in there. Oh, come on, you. Get out of the way. All right, well, I can move it some. I know, it's like hammer time. I will hammer onto the pry bar. I need to get a socket on that fastener. It's not working. This is brutal. What did I get myself into? Mistake in judgments. Come on. Not okay. Kinda. Did I get it? Did I get it enough? Maybe. Possibly. Probably. Sure. There we go. Good. I've got a socket on it. Now we're getting somewhere. See if I can't get that thing to come loose. Unclick action. That was tight. Okay. Let's speed this up with the electron ratchet here. Give me back my tools. Two of them removed. Good. All right, let's go around to the other side over there and try to get that last third one out of that hole. Get that third one out. Yeah, it's that one right there. Oh, that thing's stiff too. Okay. Like even with the steering disconnected, I can barely turn this. Oh, that's tight. No amateur. Now, how about that bolt? If I get behind it, I can pry that piece of metal away. Pry hammer to the rescue. Put that in there. It used to just be like a dust shield, I think. Ow. Hit myself with a hammer. All right, socket. Let's force this thing on. No mercy. Ratchet time. Get on there, please. There we go. Unclick time, let's do it. There we go. Ooh, buddy. That was tight. Bearing bearings coming out. What do we have here? There's part of it. There's some more of it. That's the inner bearing. Yeah, that's junk. Okay, not reusing that. And oh, this thing's still wedged in here, all nasty like. All right. Well, it's starting to come apart. Can't get that nut out though. The piece of metal's in the way still. I think I'm going to need to I'll probably have to cut some of this stuff out to get it to come apart, I think. All right. Let's disconnect this wheel speed sensor from the bearing housing here. One little bolt, and then the sensor element should just come right out. Should. Come on. Seriously? I'm pretty sure the new bearing is going to come with it, but just in case. Can't get it out. Oh, seriously? Screwdriver. We'll pry it off. Pry driver for the win. Just get in that little crack there. Work it out. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, there's like metal chunks stuck to the sensor. That sensor's junk. Yeah, it's damaged. Okay, it's full of metal. Metal and grease. I guess I'll pull off the backing plate next. That bolts on from this side. Hammer again. There's one. There's another one behind here, I think. Yeah. I need to dig that guy out too. So believe it or not, all this damage was caused at like 25 miles per hour. And it happened fast. Could you imagine what would happen at 75? Highway speed, 55? Not okay. There's a fold in the metal. I can't get the socket on that last bolt. Let's pry bar hammer that thing. Bending the metal. Okay, get that out of here. Junk. Scrap metal. All right, so I've decided that this entire knuckle is going to have to be removed, so we need to pull the lower ball joint bolt out and the upper control arm up here. So let's get this bolt and nut off the upper. There we go. And I think I can just tap that out with a hammer. Let's put the nut on it to protect the threads. It's got a through bolt in it. There. Let's see if it's gonna move. Sure is. Okay. Good. Alright, this is not a punch, but it's right in front of me, so it'll work. I'm gonna drive that bolt out the rest of the way. Ding. Okay, so the upper should be free. There it goes. Okay, taking a look in our hub, we've got the big lock nut in there. That thing's threaded, and I believe it screws into the back of like the bearing somehow, some way. I'll try to get this thing out. Okay, I meant to bring it this way, but I guess if it wants to go that way, that works for me too. Now, I just need to get this lower ball joint bolt off. We can tap that loose, and then the whole knuckle assembly is going to come down, and we can pull it out and back and away from that CV axle. At which point we can get the CV axle to come out. So let's uncotter pin this. There we go. Grab a hold of that pin. Pry you out. There we go. And I think that's a 27. I think so. Sure is 27. Alright, unclickages. Okay, that's kind of free. We're going to need that puller again. Let's get this guy on. It's going to press on the ball joint and pull on the knuckle. puller impacts coming in. Need a fresh battery for that one. It was running low. All right, come on, ball joint. Woo, got it. This thing gonna come off. Okay, well that's free from the ball joint, so what's hanging me up here? This whole assembly is still pretty stuck. Oh, there we go. Moved a little bit. Okay. All right, there's a bracket with some hoses on it back here. Let's take that off. These are the vacuum hoses for the four-wheel drive locker. And I think the knuckle, yeah, it's out. Get out of there. Come on, you piece of junk. Let go. Got it. Wow, the carnage. Nasty. Okay, yeah, this axle's garbage. And if it's chewed up, okay. So what I think happened here is that one of the wheel bearings, it appears to be the outer bearing on the hub. That bearing started to fail. The rollers in it either broke apart or fell out or both. And this hub was just kind of flopping around. Eventually, enough of those little rollers fell out of it where the thing started to run sideways. It put crazy pressure on the brake caliper. Oh, look at that. It actually bent that caliper bracket. See that? Like, I don't know if you can see it from the camera. I can see it with my eye though. This caliper bracket is bent. So it put crazy side load pressure on the caliper bracket, pulled the threads out of the bracket, bent the bolts, both of them were bent, and then proceeded to have the wheel almost fall all the way off, and in which instance it smashed into the fender and bent the fender end. So yeah, this thing, this could have been really bad had this happened at a highway speed. Fortunately, it happened at low speed, and nobody was injured or harmed, with the exception of the Pride and maybe the fender and the truck. But this is a nice classic good old truck, and we're going to do whatever we can do to get this thing fixed. So at this point I need to go on a parts hunt. I'm going to be looking for a CV axle. I need all the hardware. I probably need this nut thing right here as well. Looks like this is the locker nut that secures onto the back side of the bearing assembly. See that? Yeah, that's threaded and this is threaded. So I need the bearing, the hub bearing, the hub, the nut. I believe the spindle is okay, so this can be reused. I don't think this has been damaged, with the exception of that little notch right there and maybe some scratches. We're gonna need a rotor and a wheel speed sensor. We're gonna need that as well. So I'm going on the parts hunt. That being said, there's nothing more for me to do today on this particular Ford Ranger, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out right about now. I'll do that as always, but thanking you guys for watching this wheel falling off of the truck video. Hope you enjoyed the carnage. Hope you're looking forward to the next video on this particular truck. Until then, again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section down below. Tap that like button while you're down there, and most importantly, have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Into Ford Ranger, into wheel falling off, into video, end of day, into transmission.